Hey guys, what's going on? Today I want to show you some little add-on I made for Blender and Octane, which automatically imports any folder or zip file into Blender, and it has 4 ways of doing it. And I want to show you at first like a kind of workflow you can do with this add-on. So let's start by going to Fab, because we all loved that, but now it's gone because Quixel Bridge doesn't work anymore. And I will show you how this add-on can work. So now I'm just going to download a zip file from Fab, and I set my default download location to a custom folder I made here. It's called FabPath, and here's our zip file. So in Blender we now have 2 new import options, as you can see. One being the Octane PBR auto zip, which you can choose and then press on your file, and then it will automatically import that object and also assign the material to it, and it works perfectly fine. The other one is if you want to make select a folder, you can do this as well. If you have a folder with all your image maps in there, you can just click on folder and it will automatically do that for you. But I've also included a hotkey for that function, so you can press Shift W to bring up this file explorer, and you can just locate your zip file or folder. It doesn't matter what you choose, it works for both. Click on it, and now as you can see, it imported that perfectly into Blender, and all the maps are correctly connected. It also works for displacement, transmission and opacity if we have those maps in our file path. As you can see, we only have specular, glossy and normal. I will actually take a look at specular again because it didn't connect it. But yeah, that's the basic premise of the plugin. And we have 4 ways of importing stuff. So for example, if you want to add materials to the scene with the add-on, you can just download a zip file for something from somewhere, maybe this one. It doesn't have to be from Fab, it can be any folder that holds the image maps. So as you can see now, the Blender add-on actually unzips the zip file and makes another folder here. So that's just like a little hiccup if you want. But now we have our mud tire tracks, and now if I select my plane, again Shift W, select the folder, the zip file, you can see it perfectly imports that into Blender. It's connected everything in here, Albedo, Roughness, normal and displacement. You can even play with the displacement. It's perfect. You can also mute it if you don't want displacement. You know the drill. But we also have 2 more cases of use. For example, if we go to 3D, we want nature and plants, we have something like this, which is a zip file with multiple meshes. I'm gonna download that as well. We can also import that, and as you can see, it imports all of them and also automatically assigns the material Blender just made for us, and it works perfectly. It tries to use the lowest possible LOD number. I actually defined as 0, but it just loads the first one, LOD 1, but I think that's fine. You can always just go here and maybe decimate it a bit if you want even less polygons. So that works as well. And now we had import of an 3D object, import of multiple 3D objects, and the material import. But we have one more import function, and that is if we are going to decals, we can actually import something like this, which is a decal for some road. Gonna download the 2K version of that. It's download automatically my folder because of my default location. Shift W, again, painted arrow, and it imported that as well. So the thing about this one is, you know, it made it automatically a mesh plane for us because I didn't select an object, but it still imported a material for the addon, you know. If I were to, you know, select a cube and do the same thing again with the arrow, you can see it applies the material to the cube, which is not the thing we want. So if you have this scenario where you want to add a decal, you have to deselect everything, so nothing is selected right now, and do the same. So now it creates our mesh plane for us, which is perfect. It also comes with a little mathematical function. I don't know how it works exactly, but I don't care. It works, that's the thing. And if we do the same thing now with the yellow line, you can see it automatically creates an image plane which has the same aspect ratio as the image. And that's perfect. It works exactly as you want. You can also go to preferences and change the default hotkey of the import function. But yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, I don't know, leave it in the comments. I made this like really fast with Gemini, and I can always add features to it if you want to. So yeah, let me know. And I think it's just, you know, perfect for quickly adding in stuff you download from the internet. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for listening, and bye.